Hey, it's Nadine here. So, yeah, we just had this amazing solstice. Did you feel the energy, the solstice energy? I had a sense, it's right, like today there's a lot of clouds, but the day of the solstice, the sun was so white. And I took a picture of Romeo, and it was literally as if there was this white ray coming straight out of his bum, like the sun was shining out of it. But it was actually a ray that came in, and I saw them everywhere. I'll make sure I video out this this YouTube video, and then you could see it. I did post it on my Instagram in my stories because I was just so like, oh my God, how can this be happening? All this light, this new light that is coming in. And to me, it's a reassurance that we have to keep visualizing how we want the world to be and how we can be as a sovereign spiritual being that is experienced what it is to be human, and that has chosen to have an experience to be human where other people are going to constantly try to tell you what you can and can't do. And then I pulled a card on that, and I got this one. How was that? She-wolf. Unleash the wild within. So this is about you really not complying to, because you just feel your connection to the exercise where you connect to a deep level. Right now, grounding. I'm connected to the earth. I came here to have an experience. And then I connect from the heart up to my crown chakra, to the source energy. And in the middle is this she-wolf, this sovereign entity. And we don't have to do what we're being told to do. I don't know where that even came from. When I was a kid, I sometimes said, yeah, but everybody's doing it, and I want to do it too. And my mother used to say, so if everybody's going to jump off a cliff, will you follow them? I don't know how many times I heard that. So I was like, yeah, no. And I was dressing differently most of the time. I guess I was always a bit different and highly intuitive. So always having a problem that what people think and what they say is not the same thing. It's very confusing. You're thinking, why are they lying to me? Is this how the world is? Is that what we all do, you know? And the same with do as you're being told. I had reports when I was a little child, and the teacher had written in it, Nadine just does not understand that we can't always do things her way. And I just couldn't. I'm like, why don't we do it the way I want to do it? So, and that's because we are born, when we are born, we are sovereign, and we know this is what I need to be doing. We just know it. And in this coming week, just after this solstice, I ask you to really sit down, pen and paper, and write down everything you learned in the past year, all the growth you've been going through, and how amazing that is. And so grateful that you had all these spiritual weights to train your spiritual muscle with, to become stronger, to become a she-wolf. We have it all here. And it is not about being aggressive. It is not about being a keyboard warrior. Please don't do that. Standing in your power is just gentle. I mean, look at water. Water wears down a rock, you know, to find a way out. It just goes drip, 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 drip. You know, that's it. You just say, this is how it is, and this is how it is. And you do not give up, and you don't give in. You just keep doing your thing. That the heartfelt, that you know it comes from source energy. You're not being some narcissistic human being, and that's the mot du jour these days as well. And you're not buying in the extreme story there, or the extreme, a lot of it is just stories. We're all making up stories. Now let your story be that you are a sovereign being, and write about that, and how that sovereign being can see a way forward in 2022. The more we can just do our thing, coming from the heart, deep heart check-in. And please join me on Monday mornings, 9 o'clock Brisbane time. It's about 30 to 40 minutes Zoom, and it's always a meditation that I record, and you can listen to it afterwards, where we really remember that we are a sovereign being and that we can go deep. We connect to our intuition. This is the best time ever to connect to your intuition, to your connection, your telephone line to source energy, the divine God. You give it a name you want to give it, but we all have that connection. And the thing we need most in life is to strengthen that connection, because we think we have many needs, but our basic need is to feel that connection, because that is where we fill up our solar plexus, that is where we fill up our strength. And that is what we need right now, like the water. Be strong like the water. Just keep going at it, gentle. You don't have to fight. She-wolf is not gonna, attack unless really threatened, in a corner. I mean, if you are in a dangerous situation, of course you can defend yourself, but we normally are just by saying, this is how it is, and this is how I'm doing, and you just keep doing it. Think about Gandhi. He just said no to the English, and he said it again and again. It was peaceful, and in the end they had to give up. So you just do the same. When they say do this, you don't want to do it, you say no, I'm not. And if enough of us keep friendly saying no, thank you, that's not how I see it, thank you, that's not how I want to live in this world. I want to live in a world where people are respected, where people have freedom, where we have a sense of community, where leaders are real leaders, that we all together appoint to better our communities, and not to bring more division and hatred towards each other. We're going to end this, and we're going to look for healthier lifestyles, not lives dependent on medications that you have to take for the rest of your life because you have high blood pressure of all the stress. We are really ready to reboot and start living in another paradigm. Okay, so I will post a link to my website where you can subscribe to my Monday morning weekly Zoom calls. I will put it all in there, and a beautiful picture of Romeo. Wishing you an amazing week of festivities, if you're going to have some, or not. If you don't want to have them, you do you. Okay? Lots of blessings. See you next time.